Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is having a good day, good time, whatever time it may be, wherever you may be. Having a good, just working on another hat. It's been an awesome week so far. Doing a lot of welding. We're actually building a smoker for smoking food. We took two old water heaters, a 40-gallon and a 20-gallon, making all the handles and all the edging and everything. I've never really worked all that much with metals before, cutting them, shaping them, welding them together, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. Worked a lot out in the garden, the herb garden, be separate from the other garden. A lot of herbs grow down here in Florida. It is neat though. There's a lot of different things that grow in Florida that don't grow in Indiana and vice versa. Um, it's a drastic change in climate. We'll get it all figured out. Hey, Jose, how you doing, man? Hope you're well. Hello, Liz. Sorry I wasn't too active in the TFR chat. Sorry I haven't been lately. Um, I've been looking at the NASA articles and stuff like that with the guys. Now that I have internet. It's been a really cool week. I have to do some counting here real quick. Give me one sec. Oh, I think I'm there. Let me count that one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's the one I want. Give me one sec. But yeah, getting so much more comfortable with the welder now. It's really neat taking two pieces of metal and shaping them and cutting them to certain sizes and grinding them down and smoothing them out and making them look all pretty and then welding them together, and it's empowering. Working with metals is fun. It's something I'm definitely going to continue doing. I never really worked too much with wood. This is the first. I mean, I've made my own walking staffs and stuff like that. Oh, cool. My buddy loved working on a wood lathe. He used to make all kinds of cups and lamps and tables and chairs and stuff like that. I always wanted a machine for metalling, with like a lathe for metalling. There was a guy. He was a machinist, but he didn't like being called a machinist. He was the only guy there that knew how to actually do the stuff. And it's an art form, taking big pieces of metal and having them fit together perfectly with other pieces of metal. So the pressure, some of the machines I was working on, the amounts of pressure were just almost unfathomable. 10,000 pounds per square inch with 550 tons of pressure holding together a mold while something was being injected into it at 10,000 pounds per square inch. Just crazy amounts of pressure. But I learned a lot about machining and milling and how perfect certain things have to be to fit. Yeah, I'm learning that, Liz. The little bits of slag and stuff when they come. I don't know what I did or am doing right more now than I was before, but I'm not getting as much splatter. The little beads um, when I'm welding, which I'm not upset about at all. It makes me happy. I think it might be I'm holding the welder at the proper distance. They say that has to do with temperature. I'm getting in there closer, and I'm not as I don't know. I'm not as scared to use it anymore. I'm still showing it a lot of respect. The welder, because like I said, you can get hurt playing with this stuff. But when you do it in a safe manner, you can have a lot of fun and make some really neat stuff. Yeah, the smoker's coming along well. We were we were at just gonna use this 40-pound water tank. Stand it straight up, and we cut doors into it and got it all set up, made hinges and whole 9 yards. Then we found another water heater, an older one, a 20-gallon one in the back. I'm like, hey, let's put these two together. So we laid the big one down. We're gonna lay that on its side and have the smaller one underneath it, and that's where we start the fire and the coals, and the put the wood over that down there, and then have the smoke rise up and go from the bottom one up into the big one, and that'll be our smoking chamber. It's gonna be cool. It is. It's a lot of fun playing with the. And this cooker, I mean, somebody would go and pay 6, 7, maybe even $800 for something like this. How big it is. Um, it's going to look really, really neat when we're done. I'll definitely making a video of it right now with time lapses and all kinds of stuff with the old P610, showing the whole process. Not a whole lot going on in Flat Earth. I noticed Arwen's show is pretty much taken off the last couple days. He's been staying on longer with his early bird show, and I believe Nathan, Riley, and Ranty were all on there yesterday. I don't know if they were all on at the same time. It was nice hearing Nathan's voice again in a live manner, telling people to shut up, that they're being ignorant morons. I guess it is entertaining. It really is. I'm kind of in builder mode right now. I have my 3 modes: my builder mode, or test mode, or observation mode, whatever you want to say. Then I have my research mode. Then I have my mode where I just kind of sit back and reflect on all the stuff that I've learned and applied, and then learned from applying, while applying, I should say, the wisdom part of it. It's supposed to finally cool off a little bit. It's still been 80 degrees, which I think is about 26 degrees over there, Celsius. Yeah, about 80 degrees French it's been the last few days, which just isn't, it isn't too hot, but it's right on the cusp of getting warm. And with really high humidity and being January and all, it's been really weird not having a winter this year. I must say, after a whole 40 years almost of having winters, not having a winter is I mean, it's nice. It's what I set out to do. Halfway through summer, I was like, okay, I don't want to see a snowy winter, I should say. I guess whether or not you have snow or not, it's still winter time. But a snowy winter, I didn't want to have a snowy winter. And I have succeeded. Here we go, two more, and I can quit with all this nonsense. Counting and paying attention. And caught up selling hats. I tried multiple different ways to incorporate the black hemp that I bought, like making signs or pictures or stuff like that, and it's just a little too thick. Um, so I'm just going to do some designs and patterns with it, probably. Maybe make a couple of stripes on these. Just a couple. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it has been unseasonably warm, hasn't it, Liz? I haven't seen a whole lot of people complaining about horrible, horrible weather. I know they had a couple storms roll through, and places that don't usually get a whole lot of snow got some snow and stuff like that, but supposed to be having a cold front come through today and knock it down into the 60s maybe, which would be nice. That would be a nice change. The leaves are falling. Um, which, as the days are starting to get longer now, things will start changing. It's really it's different down here because the weather's real nice still, but still the leaves on some trees are falling. And a lot of it has to do with, I mean, yeah, trees will bud and things will grow if the weather's just right. Yeah, ain't that the truth though, Liz? I remember, what was that, 1998? We had a really bad snowstorm here in northwest Indiana where it dropped over 20 some odd inches overnight. And there was nobody on the news saying anything about a snowstorm or anything like that. It just kind of freak accident came out of the middle of nowhere. March 9th. The only reason I remember it is because it was the day after my birthday. And I tried to drive to work, but the roads were just way too bad. It was yeah, not a very smart idea to go driving out in that winter wonderland. even though I was driving an old tank, an 81 Grand Marquis. That thing was a boat. I'm thinking about, I'm probably just going to finish out the hemp that I have. I got enough to make this hat and two more. And I'll probably quit crocheting hats until I sell a couple. I don't want to just keep making them and build up a bunch of stockpiles of hats I'm not going to be using. But I have other stuff that I crochet. I'm working on it's been a couple years I've been working on it. And I'll pull it out and show it to you guys here once I start working on it. But it's like an outlaw Josie Whale type poncho. The dark brown and the tan, and yeah, it's pretty neat. It's really tight knit, much tighter knit than the hemp. That's what's taken me so long. I mean, I probably could have been done with it already, but I have it to where even when you go and try to pull it apart, you can't see through it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like there to be a show out there that was kind of like a Glowbusters that they did daily. Just some place where they didn't have a troll on ever. They didn't bring, the disingenuous people who just say stupid, ignorant nonsense that, oh, um, that Zinder guy or whatever his name is. He was on Nathan's for a while and then our ones. I think they have him on there because he is so ignorant sounding. He just says whatever pops into his head and, well, I haven't looked it up and I've never looked any of this stuff up, but this is what I think of it. It's like, who cares what you think about this or that? Go look at what your priests are actually saying. But I know it's for entertainment purposes and entertainment value. Um, this is for more or less my entertainment value. Something to do while I'm crocheting, not staring at my phone or waiting, answering every beep that happens and this and that. This actually keeps me working better, harder. But yeah, we're gonna be putting in the herb garden. We're gonna be doing sage, oregano, some chives, some thyme, some rosemary. Um, they didn't say anything about sorrel growing well around here. Some tarragon. There's a few different things they say that grow real well down here in this climate zone. And I'm really interested to see how quick stuff grows down here. Yeah, crocheting is, I mean, it helps pass the time. It really does. It helps me stay productive. You know what they say, idle hands, or the devil's playground and all that. I just try to keep busy somewhat. I'm gonna have to try to get a little nap in today. I got most of the yard pretty much cleaned up. I'm gonna have to rake again here real soon. The leaves are all falling. But this cold front isn't supposed to bring any rain, I don't believe. but I've been really enjoying working with metals. Adam and I, Mackenzie, he's been teaching me all kinds of stuff. Working with metals and vehicles, and I've been using all kinds of new tools, and yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And I showed him how to. Oh, that's cool, Liz. I showed him how to get the ground ready and all that kind of stuff, but I'm doing most of that work out there. I guess it's more or less the knowledge of knowing how to do the stuff when it comes to gardening. A lot of it. I mean, when it comes to planting, I'll have them plant some of the stuff and whatnot, and but a lot of it's just tedious labor, gardening. Which I don't mind. I like getting my hands dirty and being out there in nature. Coming up this summer, will be I'll be practicing hydroponics. I can't wait. Making medicines for lots and lots and lots of people. Oh, I'm gonna have to call Ma here pretty soon. You'll be heading off to work. I like to give her a call. My Ma and I are good friends. Um, I don't know if I didn't have her as a mom, I'd still have her as a friend. She's just a cool lady. We get along. I'm always learning from her. She's always still teaching me new stuff. And even though she's set in her ways on so many things, she's not too old to learn new things herself. That's what one of the things I admire about her so much. She's so cool. Is that she still asks questions and you know has that childlike intuition to want to learn more, just to ask questions and yeah, I'm gonna have that. I get that from her, and I hopefully I'll have that forever. That's real wisdom. When you know that there's always a lot more to learn, and you always keep asking questions, no matter how old you are. That's a sign of true wisdom right there. Knowing that there's always so much more to learn. Oh, getting up for ironworks. I almost want to go back to bed. But there's stuff to be done. Yeah, tonight on Iron Realm here on YouTube is going to be a lot of fun. I know, isn't it, Liz? So you never stop asking questions. But we're going to try a new thing on Iron Realm tonight where we have the Zoom meeting app now that we're all using. A phenomenon. And we're going to, it's a lot of fun. There's drawing capabilities where we can all share stuff and then draw on it individually at the same time. And we had a lot of fun playing with it on Wednesday. Yeah, there's so many questions out there that I still haven't even thought of. Hey, Stephen Crumley, how we doing, brother? Much love, friend. Underneath the welding hood. Yeah, welding's been going great. I'm really starting to just be more comfortable and more I mean, I still show it a lot of respect because I know it can reach out and bite me, but I'm more comfortable handling the equipment and getting right in there and really, just paying attention to what I'm doing and not worried about the danger so much anymore. It's more just focusing on what I'm actually doing and post a link. Post a link to what? Oh, I'm not opening up the chat or anything like that. Not on Crocheters Corners. I don't know how to protect myself or anything like that. So I don't even. I started going the opposite way with computers. Oh, Zoom. Um, do you mean like to the app? I got it just at the App Store, the Google App Store, Play Store. I think it was like $150 for the year. One of the people has to buy it. And you could have up. All right, Liz, you have a wonderful day, ma'am. You take care. Make it yours. Enjoy it. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Zoom is fun though. Um, I've used it for a while now. Um, Sunday afternoon chats with Chris Van Matre and Gav and Glenn. We've been using it for a couple months now. Yeah, I'm almost done. I think Arwen's going to be starting up here pretty soon. But no, we had so much fun on Wednesday. Um, just playing with Zoom and hanging out. We accidentally even went live for a little bit. It's over there on IRM channel. We're just having fun playing with the drawing aspect of it all, and yeah, it's going to be. It'll add another angle to the show for sure. Sometimes when Adam and I, or even John, when we get off on our math, you see a lot of eyes just start glossing over and viewer count starting to drop dramatically. So this will let people drawing in the background and stuff like that. Might help a little bit. Although we're not too much worried about the viewer count too much. That's one thing I love about the guys. They don't care about that kind of stuff. It's more or less just getting together because we actually enjoy each other's company and just sharing it with everybody else. We were thinking about making our Wednesday nights live. Trying to get more guest activity on Fridays, and then actually doing our Wednesday is just like just us hanging out. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with the guys at Iron Realm. It's been a while since I had a group of that I called the guys. I've seen two of them so far. Hopefully, I'm gonna meet two more here. Not too long a period. We'll be moving to Europe here pretty soon. It's gonna be pretty cool. Really making CBD oil for lots and lots of people is the cool part. I wanted to go out and find someone to help me make medicine for people and this and that, and it happened. Hey, Constance, how you doing, darling? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Should be a really fun show on Iron Realm tonight. Um, I can see it already. We had a lot of fun Wednesday night playing with the new Zoom meeting app that we're going to be trying out. Time is at 7:55. Our one should be starting here pretty soon. It's a brand new day. Yeah, making a smoker. Adam and I are welding. We're even making the hinges ourselves and the handles, and it's been a lot of fun. Really good learning experience. Yeah, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And then I believe Glowbusters is going to be back on Sunday and all that good stuff. Nathan should be finding out here pretty soon what's going to be going on with his show, his channels. He was on Arwen's yesterday for a little while. Antonio Subarats was on, I think I saw something about he was on Jason Carl Hornsby's chat, or Tim Osmond, whatever you want to call him. I don't know why people waste their time. It's like talking to P. Mars. I can see letting them on for entertainment value and things like that, but I don't know. There's a reason all these people don't like to use their real names or show their faces too much and stuff like that. I believe it's because they're not being genuine people. You hear P. Mars talk in his chat about how Synchronicity Day yesterday. That's cool. We need to get you on the show one of these days. Come and chat. That would be fun. Brand new day. really looking. I'm gonna pick up my guitar this weekend, I think, a little bit. I forget what I was even saying. I'm sorry. I read what you had written there, and it was just kind of took over my mind. Do you remember what I was saying? Oh, that's, I don't know, phenomenon. That's, oh, not so much just the names, the name, the face. I mean, I know some people do it for safety purposes, and I understand that, but I don't see that's what the trolls are doing. I think they're doing it because they're ashamed of what they're doing in their own minds. And there's plenty of people out there that have, yeah, exactly, exactly, Constance. And I understand it completely. Like our John Savage on IRM, he doesn't show his face, doesn't give his real name, and I understand why with the family and stuff like that. And I mean, we're all at different parts of our journey. We all have different thoughts and feelings and beliefs. And I came to the conclusion that, because at first I didn't want to put my name out there or show my face. Um, Once I started making videos, I realized that you know, I wanted to. I wanted to let people know who I was and show them that I was just a normal, regular person. Yeah, exactly, Constance. It's like putting a mask on. Then they can go out and do these horrible, evil things that they normally would not do. And like I said, I've dealt with a bunch of the trolls in the past. I spent plenty of time talking and getting to know some of them and this and that. And I had a really nice conversation one time with Gem Panda, Jeremy. Um, we had spent like 45 minutes talking about, flat Earth and this and that and NASA and yada, 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 and pretty much playing the game. And then all of a sudden we started talking about real life. And he opened up and was acting like a real person. It was amazing. His whole demeanor changed, his voice changed. And then all of a sudden, as if like a switch was flipped or something, he just changed and went right back to being Gem Panda. It was eerie. It was kind of like the Britney Spears MK Ultra nonsense that you'll see about her going to her alternate personality or this or that. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Always a pleasure having you here. But yeah, I think they have an ability to, now whether they know it or not, it's like they become a different person hiding behind those screen names. And it allows them to act differently. I don't know. I find that would be very tiresome trying to be somebody else. I guess I did it back in the day when I was in school and I cared about what people thought about me, and I guess a lot of people still do it, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that can help out does. I wish here pretty soon I will be making good money again. Um, Better than I ever have in my life. I plan on helping out lots of people. Can't wait. Yeah, it's been a very interesting last 5 months for me. Just I've learned so much, seen so much, and now my whole world's gonna change even more than it has in the last. Oh, it's gonna be weird settling down. I don't know if I ever will settle down again. Not sure if that's in my cards anymore. I mean, I have a place that I call my own and this and that, but I can see myself doing a lot of, even if it's just weekend traveling, driving 4 or 5 hours to go to see stuff, or 8 hours or whatnot. And I've never seen so much of the world as I did in the last 5 months. And it's hard to stop wanting to see more. It's a eye-opening experience, to say the least. And you go and change everything, try something new for a while. It's almost as if going back isn't an option anymore. It's not. Doing things the way they were isn't possible. Yeah, settle down. Just, get into that rut. I mean, I'm going to go and get my job and have my place where I'm going to stay and this and that, but I'm never going to, you know, do the same thing week after week after week, day after day, month. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to get into that groove or that rut. I'm going to constantly grow. And when I'm not growing and learning something, I'm going to be out teaching, which, I mean, you're always constantly growing and learning, I guess, or shrinking. And I don't know. Life is good, though. I love life. It's been a wonderful ride so far. And if things are going to go as I've planned them, I'm only about a third of the way through. I can't wait. This next 40 years should be something really cool. Hey, Flatlander. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if Arwen is on yet. And I do need to get going here pretty soon. I got to call my mother before she heads off to work. Send her off on her day in the right foot. Still babysitting. Yeah, she's an amazing woman. 69 years old and still doing her thing. But yeah, Arwen's live. So I think I'm gonna head over there and jump in the chat. Probably get outside and finish working on that herb garden. Yeah, Arwen's live. So I'm gonna go jump over there, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I really enjoy this and just being able to get stuff off my mind and all that kind of good stuff. Can't wait for the show tonight. Yeah, I love talking to mom. But you all, hopefully I'll see you there over at IRM tonight. I know it's going to be a good show. It's going to be fun. Um, the whole new Zoom platform is going to be interesting. Well, thank you for joining me, Sandra, and Constance, and Phenomenon, and Flatlander, and anybody who else is out there. I love you all, and yeah, I'll see you around here in the chat, I'm sure. So you all have a wonderful day, and good times for all here signing out. As always, thanks for watching.